Stevie, played by Eleanor Lawless, hasn't had the best reputation since she joined the team at Casualty last summer, arriving at Holby City with a plan to get revenge on Ethan Hardy, George Rainsford. The character has become a lot calmer in recent months and she has developed a bond with her colleague, Matthew Afolami, in the process. However, as he tries to keep his secret hidden from his friends in upcoming scenes on the BBC medical drama, he uses his relationship with Stevie to put her in a bad light. As the hospital begins an investigation, Stevie could be shown the door, never to return to the television show. Official spoilers from Saturday night's installment have revealed Matthew will continue to suffer from his post-traumatic stress disorder, a battle he had not told anyone else he is fighting. As he arrives to start another shift, he is exhausted, having spent the night having nightmares about what happened in his past. This leads to great concern from Stevie as she wonders whether he is fit enough to take care of the patients he is meant to be treating. The troubled character tells his colleague to mind her own business, but when he walks away, she stumbles across his notebook. It is full of all the thoughts he has been having, but as she is about to make a discovery, a serious case comes into the emergency department. The patients who Matthew and Stevie end up treating seem to trigger the former's PTSD, as one of the injured has a laceration to their throat. Although he is going through the motions, Matthew continues to hide how much he is struggling, and this leads him to make a drastic decision. Needing to save the patient's life, Matthew ends up using a field medicine technique to stabilize them, rather than a hospital-approved approach. Stevie asks another colleague, Rash Meet Mohan, if he will keep an eye on the doctor, but Rash isn't having any of it. Getting on the defensive for his friend, Rash explains his colleague is so diligent with his work he makes notes of every patient has lost in his notebook. Knowing something really serious is going on with Matthew, Stevie confronts him after hearing what Rash has had to say. When she shows her love interest, there is evidence in his notebook of him thinking the ed is a war zone. He knows his secret is close to being rumbled. Stevie tells him he needs to let go of his past, and as the pair carry on with their confrontation, they end up sharing a kiss. To her relief, Stevie thinks she might have finally got through to Matthew about his struggles, and she is pleased to see him talking to Dylan Keogh, William Beck, in later scenes. What she doesn't realize is the topic of the conversation is about her, as her love interest has made a sexual harassment complaint against her. Stevie is horrified to hear Matthew has used their relationship to turn the tables and tells Dylan about her suspicions. Unfortunately, Dylan isn't convinced by what she is saying, and this leads Stevie to take drastic action when Matthew freezes in resus. The doctor announces to the whole room her love interest is suffering from PTSD, therefore exposing his secret to the world. A twist in the tale comes when Matthew manages to pull himself together and treats his patient with no qualms whatsoever. This makes it hard for Stevie's accusations to have any legs, as no one believes what she is saying about Matthew. How well do you know your British soaps? How many times has Ian Beale been married in EastEnders? What is the name of Bianca Jackson and Ricky Butcher's son on EastEnders? On EastEnders in 2002, who accidentally ran Jamie Mitchell over in his car, which caused his death? How many times has Corey's Steve MacDonald been married? What happened to Emily Bishop in Coronation Street? Who murdered Maxine Peacock in Coronation Street in 2003? Which incident in 1993 killed off 4 characters in Emmerdale? When did the show stop being known as Emmerdale Farm? On what day did Hollyoaks air its first episode? What was the name of the much-loved Coronation Street pet dog who was put down in April 2020 after 14 years? 1996 saw the arrival of one of Hollyoaks' all-time bad boys and rival of Kurt Benson, but who is he? Who is the longest-serving character on Coronation Street? Who shot Phil in EastEnders? How many fires have there been at Corey's Rover's return? Get out of my pub, you're no soaps fan. You're either too young to remember the big lines or have better things to do on weekday evenings. Casual viewer, you watch them sometimes so you kinda know what's been going on. Die hard fan, you love watching the soaps so much your entire week is planned around when they air. Dylan ordered her to leave the ed until she is calm enough to come back and apologize to Matthew for what she said. However, this could be the end of the line for the character, as she knows she is now the one in a very precarious situation. With a sexual harassment case on her shoulders and knowing everyone thinks she is a liar, she could feel her reputation is in tatters. As she doesn't think she will be able to convince anyone she is completely innocent, she could decide it is time to say goodbye to Holby City. After almost 9 months serving as a member of staff at the hospital, this could be a heartbreaking end to Stevie's story. The actress who plays Stevie, Eleanor, has spoken out on the latest twist in her character's storyline as she tries to help Matthew. Eleanor explained, she wants to bulldoze in there like a little pit bull, but when she's in the room, she's like, oh, what do I do now? There is a sense of frustration when she can't fix a problem, a real sense of throwing your hands up. She likes to be able to go in, sort it out, and dash. But, even with the best of intentions of wanting to help, she just doesn't know how. She told What to Watch. So could Stevie really be about to chuck in the towel?